April 7th, 2020, on 3 o'clock with SAC. Buenas tardes. Gracias por estar con nosotros hoy, el 27 de abril 2020, en 13 en punto con SAC. Para oír en español, llame al número que aparece en la pantalla, que es 425-436-6200, y el clave para entrar es 627-682. My name is Marisol, Communications Manager here at SAC, along with my co-host, Gabe Charles, Civic Engagement Manager. Hey, girl. We really want to use these Facebook Live forums to not only be our way of communicating with you, but also a way for you to reach out to us for support and address any comments or topics that you have. Every day this week, we are asking that you fill out a survey. It's just a few questions regarding our forum. And as an incentive, it enters you into a drawing for a $25 gift certificate to a near Southside restaurant or business. If you have a business in mind that you'd like to recommend for us to get certificates from, let us know so that we can check them out and add them to our list of certificates for winners to choose from. Another way to enter the drawing for this week only, till the 1st, is by submitting a census-related screenshot or selfie either here in the comments section or to our email at soc@socmilwaukee.org, either showing the confirmation page you receive when you finish filling it out or during the filling out process. Whatever you want to share. We will be announcing today's winner of the certificate in just a bit. One thing we're excited about is our Southside Cleanup community effort, which we've gotten such a great response for. So shout out to all of you who have signed up already and registered. Again, our district is from First Street to Miller Park, and then from the Valley to Oklahoma Avenue. If you haven't heard about it, the information and registration page is on our website, and we would like to invite you to join the efforts. You'll get a whole kit including bags, masks, and gloves, and they will be left at your doors. No personal contact. And Travis, who will be on with us in a bit, will give us more information about that, and he's coordinating all the efforts. We want to remind you that during this time, we are open for business and still here for you. You can contact us by phone at 414-672-8090, email at soc@socmilwaukee.org, or visit our website at www.socmilwaukee.org. And of course, you can reach us here on social media through Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. We also want to let you know that Project Pulso, is allowing us to use their messenger channel to relay information and campaigns. So on occasion, you're going to see an inbox from us, either from a board member, staff member, volunteer, or resident leader through Project Pulso. So just so you know that it's not us, that it is us and not a spam. Now I'm just going to turn it over to you, Gabe. We're going to talk about the census and any civic engagement information you may have.
Thank you for all of that great info, Marisol. It's exciting to be here with you. I hope that everyone can bear with us as you are stuck with us since Tammy couldn't be with us today.
Happy birthday, Tammy. Late happy birthday. It was yesterday. So
birthday.
We're giving her a break.
Yeah. But yeah, so I have some critical updates for all of you today. Governor Evers and some other key Wisconsin leaders gave an update on the Badger Bounce Back plan earlier this morning. And just to recap, this is a plan that would open up Wisconsin, and it contains 3 phases. And in order to begin phase 1, Wisconsin would have to see a 14-day downward trajectory of positive coronavirus cases as a percentage of the total number of tests administered. And this is key because part of the Badger Bounce Back plan is that the state must also increase testing efforts. And I think the metric is 85,000 tests a week is the goal. And so obviously, if we're administering more tests, then we're going to see more cases come out and be reported. And so that's why it's key that in order to show a downward trajectory, it's expressed as a percentage of positive cases out of the total number of tests. And so just to give an idea about what the phases are, The phase one includes reopening restaurants with social distancing practices in place, and then getting childcare facilities back up and running. Phase two would be allowing gatherings of up to 50 people and reopening bars. And phase three would be all business activity and gatherings could be resumed with whatever safety requirements are deemed adequate at that time. And another person that was on this update Zoom call was the CEO of the Wisconsin Economic Development Corps, Missy Hughes, and she gave us a lot of really good information about how they are helping to ensure that both businesses and consumers can be prepared in a safe way for the reopening of the state and for reopening of businesses in the state. And so that includes communicating with companies about best practices on how to handle their workspace, if it's a retail space, a factory floor, should they be using protective equipment, should they be using plexiglass, and any other guidelines like cleaning schedules and things like that. So just how can us as consumers know that going into a business, they are taking the necessary precautions to keep us safe, and vice versa? How do workers, employees, and business owners know that us as consumers are taking the necessary precautions when we're going into a business? And so this was really good information to come out. We're looking forward to seeing, hopefully, downward trajectory in numbers. I know that with these latest news stories about the last 5 days have been they've been very alarming, I guess, because there has been more testing, so more reports are coming out. But let's keep in mind that we want to look at that percentage. How many tests that are being administered are coming out as positive? So that's the percent we're going to be looking for. And again, as always, we will be making sure to bring you that information as we have it. I want to welcome Travis Hope on the show now. As Marisol was mentioning earlier, he's going to give us an update about the cleanup efforts and talk about all the awesome things that people are doing to make sure that their neighborhoods and blocks are beautified. I'm going to check if we're having any technical difficulties. Looks like we are. What would our forum be without a couple, Estamos en vivo. Until we're able to get Travis on, I just want to talk a little bit about the census as usual. So today we're going to be showing a video about a little bit about the history and the purpose of the census and how it's administered and how it gets counted and what it's used for. So last week we were talking, we showed this video, and then we also the next day showed a tutorial, and that's something that we're going to bring back for you all tomorrow is the tutorial. So again, as Marisol was mentioning, we have various options on how to win that $25 gift certificate. And now that it's possible to win that gift certificate by taking a screenshot of your phone once you reach the completion page of the census. You can take a selfie with that page. You can take a picture of your computer screen if you do it on your computer. There's various ways for you to show that you've completed the census and win that $25. So again, tomorrow we will be showing the tutorial for all of you to see step by step the kind of questions that are asked and how to fill it out, how to access it in different languages and things like that. Reiterating always that every single person in our state should be counted regardless of immigration status. Every single person that lives in this state contributes to this state and is valuable and deserves to be counted and get the representation that the census provides for our state, both political representation and funding. Everyone deserves to be counted and should be counted. So please make sure you're letting your undocumented family members, neighbors, friends, family, anyone know that they should also be doing the census and that they deserve to be represented in that way. Don't know if we're able to get our main man, Travis on yet. If we can't, I'm just going to have our production team play the census video until we're able to figure out what's going on with Travis. So if you have that ready and we aren't able to figure out what's going on with Travis, why don't we just play that video for now? If that's ready.
Due to the 2020 census, present a quick overview of the online questionnaire and help you answer the questions. The 2020 census is a count of every person living in the United States. The census is required by the U.S. Constitution and takes place once every 10 years. The 2020 census is very important. Your responses help to determine the number of seats each state has in Congress and guide how more than $675 billion in federal funding is spent in communities each year. The 2020 census is easy. Completing these questions only takes about 10 minutes. You can respond online from a computer, tablet, or mobile phone 24 hours a day. You can also respond over the phone or using the paper questionnaire. If you respond, we may not need to send a Census Bureau interviewer to visit you. An interviewer may still visit if you respond late, if we have follow-up questions, or for other surveys. Your information is confidential. Federal law protects your responses. Your answers can only be used to produce statistics and cannot be used against you by any government agency or court. Now we will take you on a quick tour of the Internet questionnaire. Step-by-step instructions will be provided later in the video. When you visit my2020census.gov, you will log in using the census ID from the materials that were mailed to you or left at your door. We will ask you to confirm your address and provide your name and phone number. Next, we will ask you to count how many people will be living or staying at this address on April 1st, 2020, and list the name of each person who will be living or staying at your address. We will also remind you to include people that might have been missed. We will ask whether the home is owned or rented, and who owns or rents the home. We will ask each person about their sex, date of birth and age, Hispanic, Latino, or Spanish origin, and race. When there is more than one person at an address, we will ask how they are related to the reference person. Finally, we will ask whether anyone sometimes stays at another address.
So I hope that video was helpful for folks. And again, reiterating that there are no questions about documentation, about immigration status, nothing like that. And so everyone should be filling that out. And the information is private. I know we've heard from a lot of folks that are worried about what is done with that information. That information is explicitly for the use of the U.S. Census Bureau, and none of that information can get shared with any other government agency. So can't be shared with ICE, with the IRS. If you're worried about your address showing up in one place, if you use another address to make sure that a child can go to school in a certain school district or suburb or whatever, like none of that information can get shared. So just please keep that in mind. And we just really want to see Wisconsin be in #1 place like we were in 2010. And I'm pretty sure 10 years before that, in 2000, we were in #1 place for the self-completion of the census. So we want to see that again. Last time I checked, we were at almost 57% completion, behind only Minnesota. So let's show the rest of the nation that we're the best Midwest state and get that filled out as quickly and as thoroughly as we can. Looks like we got Travis here with us now. Yay, we're excited to hear what he has to talk about. So I am going to pass it over to our main man, Travis. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
All good. Right. Glad to have you here.
All right. So yeah, like we heard earlier about the cleanups, they're doing good. We had over 61 families respond with a total of over 100 and some people participating. So it's going good. We delivered about 40 packs today. So we will continue to get them out this week. So just keep checking your porch. They'll be out there. If you know anybody else, ask them to sign up. Also, send in your pictures. When you're out there cleaning up, this is just a jump start to get people going. Or if you're already doing your efforts, send us pictures and we'll show them and we'll let people know and trying to spread the cleanup spring, even though we're staying at home, taking care of our homes and our blocks and our neighborhoods. So yeah, so if we can continue with that, just let us know. If you need something else other than the bags or the gloves, we do have limited other supplies. So if you just contact us, let us know, and we can see what we can do to help you out. Other than that, we're also going to talk about the Love Your Block grants. So that's basically for the tin areas. And on the south side, the ones we deal with mostly is Walker Square neighborhood. But there also is a couple on the south side, like Layton Boulevard, the Burnham Park area. They are put in 5 blocks past the original boundaries. So if you have any questions about that, give us a call at the office, and we can figure out and see if you're in those boundaries. Basically, Walker Square tin one goes from about 9th Street to 16th Street, Cesar Chavez Drive, from Greenfield to Pierce. And basically, the Love Your Block grant, and it goes now it's extended 5 blocks past that. So if there's any city lots that are in that area, the Love Your Block grant is a grant that the city has gotten to beautify those lots, turn them into gardens, maybe some artwork, and things of that nature. So if you have any questions, give us a call at the office, and we can help you navigate that. Also, if you go to LYBMKE, and you put that in your search engine, or Google, and then it'll take you right to their page, and there's more information. There's also the application. And we really need, the goal is to get people in the community to come together and work on this project. So that's what's really important. So we're just, we're helping connect people, and we're going to help get that going. And then they just want to know, like, basically, like, how is the space going to be maintained, and that the neighborhood's going to stay active and take care of that spot. Most of those lots are just, are not taken care of. So if we can get a project going to beautify it, why not? It's be better for the neighborhood. It's a plus. It's a win-win for everybody in the city. And then the applications are due May 1st. So, like I say, if you have any ideas or you're interested, especially if you live in the Walker Square neighborhood, give us a call. We have Walker Square around there, park area. Just give us a call, and we'll try and help you navigate that and get something going. We also went out with the Love Your Block people last Friday and passed out bags of chalks with papers that said, like, write something nice, write something positive, while we're staying at home. Just something for the kids to do. We passed about 200 bags in the Walker Square Park neighborhood area. So just if you got one of those, just write something nice out there on the concrete, and something positive for your neighborhood. And join us on the cleanup. A lot of people are excited. And again, we're not asking nobody, if you haven't left your house this whole time, stay in your house. But if you went out on your front porch, you went out by your street and you've been cleaning up, then hey, join us, but like, again, we got to comply with the stay-at-home order. We want everybody to be safe, but at the same time, if you see there's a lot of garbage on the street, and we don't want that to keep piling up in front of people's houses. So we got to help out. The city's trying to do their best, but obviously they got to take precautions to stay safe also. So if like I say, just join us. If you're already out there and you're walking your kids and your dog and you're spending on your front of your house, then why not pick up the front of it, send us a picture so we can say, hey, so and so is taking care of the front of their house, how about you? And hopefully we can spread this along, and we got a lot of interest in it. So so if you just filled it out the last couple of days, I'm working on your packet right now, so you will get it. Like I said, we delivered about 40 of them today, so they're out there, and we're gonna keep doing it. It's a 10-week thing. We're just gonna keep putting them out there, If you need some more, let me know. And just keep spreading the word and send your pictures in. So that's pretty much all I got. Like I said, if you go to LYBMKE, Love Your Black Milwaukee, and there's more information on their website there. If you got any questions, call our office. Clarissa's on the lines and she can help you out.
Awesome. Thank you so much for
Thanks,
that.
Travis.
Yay, bye.
And I love that he mentioned that, always trying to make sure we're obeying the stay-at-home order, but definitely for our physical health and our mental health, it's important to be getting out, taking walks, as long as you're maintaining social distancing and going out with folks that you are already exposed to, that you live with. I think it's really important to be getting out, obviously not on a rainy day like today, but getting out and taking walks, and then just throw on some gloves and start picking up some trash if you're doing that. So love hearing about that from Travis.
For sure. And again, shout out to the community for showing up, because we've been getting a lot of registration forms. So we're pretty excited for it. I think people just want to get out and take this time to be motivated and stay active and actually do something for the community. And some people even have more time to do so. So, I mean, this is an awesome opportunity. And again, if you don't know what we're talking about, you can go to our website and find out all the information there. And the registration link is there as well. So you can it can be a family, it can be an individual. It's however you want to set it up. So
yeah, I'm excited to maybe include some photos of former years of Love Your Block and cleanups and stuff on a forum this week. So we'll see if we can gather some of those pictures to share out for folks to get an idea of what folks have done in previous years.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Up next, we have the announcement of the winner of the $25 gift certificate survey from last week, which is Maria. Now, I don't have a last name. It's just Maria. So Maria, if you're out there and you know that you filled out the survey, please contact us at sac@sacmilwaukee.org and verify your address. That way we know it's you. Congratulations, and thank you so much for filling out the survey. Remember, the ways to enter this $25 gift certificate drawing is to fill out our survey, which we have in our comments section, and we also have it on our Facebook page if you can't find it. It's critical. It's important information for us. We want to bring these forums, but we want to make them relevant to you. So it takes a few moments to fill it out. It's about the forum, and you enter to win a gift certificate. I mean, that's awesome. So congrats, Maria.
Yeah, and then we also have a critical update from our coronavirus coordinator, Taylor. So we're going to hear what she has for us for today on updates regarding this virus.
With Southside Organizing Center. Happy Monday. Thank you so much for joining us on today's Community Life Forum. Just wanted to share some facts from the CDC regarding the coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, just so you are aware so you can protect yourself and others. The coronavirus is an illness caused by a virus that can be spread from person to person. There are currently many symptoms that range from mild to severe illness. You can become infected by coming into close contact, so about 6 feet or 2 arm lengths, with a person who has coronavirus. It's typically spread from person to person. You can become infected from respiratory droplets when an infected person coughs, sneezes, or talks. You may also be able to get it by touching a surface or object that has a virus on it, and then by touching your mouth, nose, or eyes. So it's very important to keep a 6 foot 6 foot distance from people when you do need to make an emergency trip out, and making sure that you are keeping your hands away from your mouth and nose and your eyes. There's currently no vaccine to protect against COVID-19. The best way to protect yourself is to avoid being exposed to someone that has the coronavirus. So just stay at home as much as possible and avoid close contact with others. Wear a cloth mask covering your nose and your mouth whenever you go out to public settings. and make sure that you're cleaning and disinfecting any surfaces that you touch. So if you do go out and you make a trip to the grocery store, any of those groceries that you're bringing in, make sure that you're sanitizing them before you put them away. And making sure that you're washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, or using an alcohol-based hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. Please practice social distancing, buy groceries and medicine, go to the doctor, and complete banking activities online when possible. If you must go in person, please make sure that you're staying at least 6 feet away from others and distance items and disinfect items that you must touch. So if there's a bunch of people in the grocery aisle, just move on to the next grocery aisle, and then when there's not people in that aisle anymore, then you can go back. But just making sure that you're staying 6 feet away from people as much as possible. To prevent the spread of coronavirus, if you are sick, stay home if you're sick, except to get medical care. Avoid public transportation and separate yourself from other people and pets in your home. There is currently no specific treatment for the coronavirus, but you can seek medical care to help relieve your symptoms. And if you need medical attention, just please make sure that you call ahead of time. Just don't go straight to the emergency room. Try and call your doctor or the emergency room or urgent care ahead of time so you can schedule an appointment. Everyone is at risk for getting the coronavirus. Older adults and people of any age who have serious underlying medical conditions may be at a higher risk for severe illness, but everyone is at risk for getting it. So those are just some facts from the CDC regarding the coronavirus virus. The Milwaukee Health Services has begun offering COVID-19 coronavirus testing at their 2 locations in Milwaukee for members of the community who are uninsured or do not have a primary care physician. So if you've been wanting to get tested and you do have the symptoms, you can get testing for free if you're uninsured or do not have a primary care physician. So testing will be offered at the MLK Heritage Health Center, which is located on North Dr. Martin Luther King Drive, and at the Isaac Cogs Heritage Health Center, which is on West Silver Spring Drive. So again, Milwaukee Health Services has begun offering coronavirus testing for members of the community who are uninsured or do not have a primary care physician. Testing is by appointment only, and residents wanting to ask questions or schedule a visit should call 414-372-8080. Again, it's by appointment only, so please do not just show up. Make sure that you're calling ahead of time at 414-372-8080. Symptoms of coronavirus can include cough, shortness of breath, and fever of 100.4 or greater. So if you are feeling some of those symptoms, you should ask any questions or call at 414-372-8080 so you can get scheduled for a examination. Thank you so much again for tuning in to SOC at 3 o'clock. We will continue to update you on the coronavirus tomorrow. Thank you.
And Taylor. Oh, I think I was unmuted, but yes, thank you, Taylor, for that information. Super important, especially as I mentioned earlier, they're trying to ramp up the amount of testing they're doing on a weekly basis statewide. So knowing where those locations are and where people who are uninsured or without a primary care physician, where they can get tested is super important. So thank you for providing us that information, Taylor.
Yes, thank you, Taylor. And so just to reiterate again, you can always visit our website for any of this information. Also our Facebook, we try our best to update it with the most verified information we can find. And I mean, there's information there for everything from coronavirus to job searching to healthcare clinics. I mean, you can find pretty much all the stuff that's kind of related to what's going on right now on our website at www.socmilwaukee.org. Now, before we wrap this up, I'd like to thank everyone for giving us newbies a chance to introduce ourselves. Again, my name is Marisol. That's Gabe. You've seen her a few times. And so we've Is there anything else that we wanted to talk about before we wrap this up?
No, just remember that tomorrow you can fill out your census with SOC. So come back for a tutorial on how to fill out the census and what you can expect when you go to my2020census.gov to fill it out. But yes, I think we did pretty well for our first time, Marisol.
All right, we're gonna thank our donor partners. And again, thank you all for tuning in at 3 o'clock with SOC. See you tomorrow at our next live forum.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Community Develop Block Grant, Neo-Philosophy State Infrastructure Fund, Movement Voter Project, Catholic Campaign for Human Development, Zilber Foundation, City of Milwaukee Office of Violence Prevention, Tides Foundation, City of Milwaukee Promise Zone, and all the faithful individuals who support SOC through their personal donations. We thank you.